Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here, and today's video is going to be my August wrap up. I read 8 books and a novella. I forgot a book, but I got it now. The very first thing I read this month was The Assassin Game by Kirsty McKay. I didn't read the physical copy. I read an ebook because I got it for free through NetGalley for review. This is just a book about a school that's off like the coast of Ireland, and like they play this game every year. Like the older people, like the ones that can't think of the words, older classmen pick newer people, whether they're in the same grade or not, but they pick people to play a game called Killer, and someone is chosen as a killer, but no one knows who it is, and they have to kill people off, but things become a little too real. I have a review for this. I'll link it down below. I thought this book was a lot of fun. The only issue I really had with this book was the pacing. There was times where, even though I was really enjoying the information, I wanted it to just kind of keep moving along. And it was a little slow in that. Other than that, though, this book was so much fun, and it set my mood for like the rest of the month and what I wanted to read for a while. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I read one of the first absolute favorite books I read this month, and that was We Know It Was You by Maggie Thrash. This book comes out October 4th. There's a lot of books coming out that day, but this is about a girl who's super like popular. She's in the mascot suit and she commits suicide, and only 2 people will know why. And it's about, oh my god, I keep forgetting his name, Benny and Virginia. And Benny has like this mystery club, and Virginia is the only member of it, and they're the ones that like are trying to figure out what happened to the girl in the mascot suit. I loved this book. I thought the characters were outstanding, and I just adored the plot, and there's parts that were crazy but were so good, and it was just so like, it was so interesting, and I loved it. And I loved Maggie Thrash's writing. I like that it was really like out there sometimes with like the things they'd mention, but I will have a review closer to the release date. But I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I cannot wait to pre-order or buy like my finished copy. I adored that freaking book. The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea Sidoti. This was probably my absolute favorite book this freaking month, and then We Know It Was You was second. This doesn't come out till like January 16th, 2017. My review for that will be up closer to the release date, but this book is just so beautiful. It's about a girl this popular girl who was a few years ahead of her ends up going missing, and they don't know what happens to her, which is Lizzie Lovett. And Hawthorne goes and tries to like figure everything out because she lives in a boring town. Nothing really happens, and she just wants to know what happened to Lizzie Lovett. And this book just takes you on a journey of like self-discovery, not letting go of your crazy imagination. And I thought Hawthorne was very relatable, and I adored her. And this was one of those reads that was just more like deep for me, and I absolutely adored it. I recommend it. Please go read it when it comes out. But I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Unnatural Deeds by Sin Balog. This was such an interesting book. I just don't even know how to tell you. It's a story that a girl's writing to her friend, and it's in the second person, and this new boy comes into class, and it's just how her journey with him in some ways. This book, I cannot tell you anything other than that because it's a mystery novel. It comes out November 1st or 2nd if I'm correct. My review will also be up closer to the release date. That book was amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars because I didn't know what the hell was going on throughout the whole book, but it kept me interested as fuck. I loved the style of writing, the way it was written. I loved how things were revealed as things go on. The ending, just everything. Beautiful bundle. It was just so good. It was such an enjoyable read. I was just kind of like, wow. I really loved it. I also highly recommend it. As you see, I literally read 4 mystery novels back to back to back. And then after that, I kind of read one that was slightly a mystery novel because you're trying to figure out about this girl. And, you know, I really also I loved this book. I had such a good reading month. Like, everything I was reading, I absolutely loved. And that is Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. This is about a boy. Oh, yeah, the release date, it got changed. It comes out in, I think, October 4th now. Review for this will be up closer to the release date. But this is about a boy named Henry who is a hopeless romantic. He sees his parents and how loved they are and how in love they are, and he wants that kind of love for himself. But he's in high school. He's never seen someone until Grace comes into his life, and she's not your typical girl. She wears baggy clothes and all this other stuff, and it's just like the chaoticness of first love, and how it says here how first love is an epic disaster. I loved this. I loved the characters. I loved the story. I loved that there was a mystery to it, and it's something that, you know, it kept me on the edge of my seat. Some things were really fucked up. I loved it. I thought the characters were relatable and not relatable all at the same time. But I adored this. Did I give it a 5 or did I give it a 4.5? Let me double check. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars because I just see the 5 star there, but you know, they don't do half stars. Curse of the Sphinx and Demigods and Monsters by Raye Wagner. Okay, it's about a girl named Hope. Oh, I have a review down below. And there's a giveaway, so if you'd like to win copies, enter the giveaway. But this is about a girl named Hope who has been on the run her whole life, and she kind of doesn't know why also. Like, you know, and her mom gets ripped away from her, and then she's by herself trying to figure out this world and all these things. It's fun. It's not, to me, a very deep read. This is, for me, just pure enjoyment. Just like, oh my god, I loved the fact that Greek mythology is in this first. Second, I love the fact that it's actually a thing. Demigods are real. The gods are real. All that stuff is real. I loved both of these books. I gave both of them 4 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend them. Like, they were just so much fun. If you didn't like Percy Jackson but you want to read Greek mythology, maybe this will be good for you. They're fun reads. I absolutely adore Ethan and Zan, and I cannot wait for the next book. Like, I think I gotta wait like a year now, man. It freaking sucks. Oh, and I got those through BookTube Tours because I'm a BookTube Tours host. I'm all over the place. Because I loved those so much, I went ahead and read Origin of the Sphinx, which is a prequel novella. Bought this myself, didn't get that through the tour. I thought it was really nice to have. It's not necessarily necessary, but it is necessary actually at the same time. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's literally the origin of the Sphinx. Apollo, man. Love, and he's kind of a douche all at the same time. And the last full book I read this month was Labyrinth Lost by Soraya Cordova. This is book 1. Oh, and I got this, an e-arc version, through NetGalley for review by, this is going to be the first book in the Brooklyn Brujas, series. I unfortunately did not like this book. I loved the world, and I loved how vivid the world was and like the magic system and stuff like that, but that's literally where it ends because my biggest issue was Alejandra. I did not like the characters. I didn't like the quarreling. I didn't love the potential love romance thing going on. I did not like, Alejandra was really like my biggest issue. I did not like how selfish she was. I didn't like the fact that the whole purpose of the book, which is a girl who doesn't want to be a bruja, right? And something happens, she wants to get rid of her magic, and it sends her on this journey of trying to save her family. But her action, she's one of those characters that I felt was honestly just annoying, very realistic, but not a person I personally like. She's one of those people that knows she does wrong, but like brushes it off. I don't know. I didn't care for it. Those were all of the actual full books I've read, and I haven't read today because I'm filming this the day that it's the first. So I also read 162 pages of The Key by Jennifer Ann Davis. I got this through BookTube Tours since I'm a BookTube Tours host. I don't know if the giveaway is open for this, but if I find that out, I'll link it down below. If not, wait probably till my TBR, which will be tomorrow. Really enjoying this so far, but this is just about a girl named Rema, I think I'm gonna call her Rema, and she lives in a world where the kingdom, 17 years before the actual events take place, was taken over by the Imperion. They sent people over to take over that, like, you know, their island, Greenwood Island. Greenwood Island and they slaughter the royal family. And 17 years later, though, guess what? Someone from the royal family didn't die, and it's just about, like, you know, the true reign coming. I really love the characters so far. I'm really enjoying Jennifer's, like, writing. I really love the characters. Like, I love it. I really do. I like how vivid everything is. There's things that happen that I was like, that was a very vivid mental picture. Thank you, Jennifer. But it's really good. I'm really liking it. Obviously, that I can only say what I think about it so far. But yeah, those are the books I've read. And what are some books you read this month? Have you read any of the books that I've read? What did you think about them? I know a lot of them are arcs because, well, I did arc August. Well, I tried to. And then I just, like, yep, stopped halfway through. But yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you had a great reading month of August. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.